How are you? I have to do some phoning around for me to rearrange visits. He couldn't fix it. Do you need me to sign?
Yep, please.
Thought I'd come and see how you are.
Why do you think? Find out my dad's been lying to me for years.
Look, you don't know that for sure.
Well, that Carol as good as told me.
He probably had his reasons.
He told me Mum had died of cancer. It's horrible.
Look, just give him a chance to explain.
Since when have you been on his side?
I'm not on his...
Kelly! Has she said anything to you about what happened in London?
Well, by the time I sorted out the breakdown, she'd gone to bed. I thought I heard her crying.
You got last night's paper?
Thought you'd already got a job. It's the only reason people ask me yesterday's paper. Situation's vacant. Hang on.
Yeah.
There you are.
Well, Tara's got a situation vacant for a driver now that I've jacked it in. Cheers.
Oi. 30 pence.
Come on, you'd only send it back.
Oh, just the man. I'm looking for athletic types.
Sorry, mate. I'm all tied up with the wife away.
Not you. Biff, old buddy, pal, chum. How'd you fancy playing rugby for the Woolly? I'm thinking of getting a seven-side together.
Yeah, all right. Not better to do. Cheers.
Good man.
Oi, 30 pence. Cracking start to the day. Kelly stayed out all night. I'm 30 pence down and the wife's away.
Not all bad, then.
Here you go. I've changed, James. Have you tried any of those jobs I've marked?
Offices won't be open yet.
I'll see you later. Mummy's going to work. Kiss, kiss.
I can't babysit all day. I might have to go for an interview.
What, just like that?
I'm going to see an old friend of mine.
Oh, I'm surprised you've got any.
He owes me one.
Yes, well, as I've got a real job, not just a vague promise, you can take James with you. Oh, and don't do anything special for dinner.
I mean, it used to be so genteel. Well, I warned you, didn't I, eh? About letting Eric get his oar in. I mean, we're going to lose our tea trade if he opens that wind up.
Auntie, I do need more time with Alice when she gets in from school. You know, I still have nightmares about her going missing.
I dare say, but you've still got a business to run.
I think we can make up for it doing early morning breakfasts.
You what? Well, that means I'll have to get in at Sparrow's Cove to serve hikers and road sweepers.
If that's what we have to do to make it work.
Oh, well, thank you for consulting me.
I'm consulting you now.
Hey, you can't have a bad job if you can sit here all day, supping tea and reading paper.
Jacked it in.
What for? Fancy giving that up, driving a posh motor, ferrying top totty, and with a lovely cat thrown in for good measure.
If you like that sort of thing.
I thought you were quite keen after what you might call, you know, initial reservations. Hey up, his mistress called.
I forgot I had it.
Don't you have to call in?
No. She can stuff it. What does she want now?
I knew you were keen.
She owes me wages, Marlon.
Hello, Lady Tara. This is your humble servant Fowler grovelling here. Ow!
Yes, Zoe Tate speaking. Hasn't my receptionist contacted you? Well, I'll get someone to visit you as soon as I can. I'm really very sorry. Honey, was my car okay when you borrowed it?
Fine.
Oh, was it packed in last night and the repairman can't do anything with it?
Why don't you get Lisa to look at it?
I trust it to a dingle. Do you know how much it's worth?
No, there's dingles and there's dingles, and the female of the species is the more superior.
You're biased.
So are you.
Okay, but tell her it's urgent because I'm absolutely stuck without it. Still, at least I'll be free for lunch with Ashley.
A date with the vicar, eh? Ooh.
Paddy.
See you later. You look happy, Kelly.
Kelly, I asked you to let clients know I was going to be delayed.
Sorry.
Never mind.
I went to see my mum's grave. It was in a right state.
Well, that's not what's important, is it? It's what's inside you that counts. Your memories.
I don't even know if I can believe them.
Of course you can, they're yours.
was only a little kid when she died. I wanted to talk to her yesterday, like you do with your dad. You always come back peaceful.
Sad, though.
I've come back with nothing. I know less about my mum and more about my dad. And I wish it was him in that grave.
You'd be wanting these.
Jobs must be easy to come by hereabouts.
Well, you're short of me now, so it's end of problem, right?
I assume you have a new situation. Why else would you walk away from this one? I hire and fire people. Don't forget the bleeper. I want to be able to get hold of you whenever I need to.
Hey, Al, give us a look at them questions, will you?
I think it's better if they're for my eyes only.
But I'm your partner.
Yes, you're also an ex-professional sportsman, not unfamiliar with the word bung.
Bung? Who's going to bribe me for the sake of a lousy £50 prize?
50 quid?
Well, him, for a start.
Right, what can I do you?
Just a coat, please, pal.
See? Top quality stuff, isn't it? I told you it was. I mean, I could always take a bit off. I mean, you don't need to take it in. I mean, short, Nick. I like to show what I've got. Oh, of course. I mean, you look great in that. How much? 25, 15, 20, 16. Done. Right. There's the 15. I'll owe you the rest.
Picking over the bones of my stepmother's life.
Well, I'm sure Kim's a survivor.
Ah, you can say that again. Didn't you officiate at her funeral?
And your father's. Sorry.
Well, someone has to do it. Don't you find it odd being in on the most significant moment of people's lives and nobody really notices?
Thanks.
So I can put you down for the pub team, then?
Oh, yeah, it should be a good laugh. I'm up for it.
Hello? What about me?
What about you?
I can play rugby.
Marlon, no offence, but, I mean, you don't look like you've got enough puff to lace your boots. I've seen more fat on a whippet.
No, them's my greatest assets. I'm lithe, wiry, quick as an arrow.
Yeah, with the same physique. Oh, go on, then. I'll give you a chance.
You really do know an awful lot about me and my family, don't you?
Not really, no.
You do know that I'm...
A lesbian? That is what you were going to say, yes?
So what's your view on it?
Well, what does that matter? Aren't you allowed to have male friends?
Yes, of course. I've just learned to be cautious.
That's what I like to see. An instant response.
Very funny.
Come on. I need your services.
Mucking out's not in my job description.
How about this?
What are you doing here?
Working.
Hasn't it sunk in yet? This is private property. You've no business being here. You are trespassing.
I think we have a breakdown in communication.
Why, do you want it in triplicate? You are excluded. Persona non grata.
No, I haven't got time for this. I'm busy.
Just get out of here or I call the police.
The chair of your board obviously doesn't seem to think it's worth consulting you.
What are you talking about?
All the documentation for the study's here, and I need to use it. Simple, really.
All right, so I made a fool of myself the other night coming on to you, but I got what I deserved, OK?
Which was nothing.
So let's end the story, then.
Not necessarily.
You don't even know me.
Well, I'm not proposing marriage. I just think we could have some fun.
Fun?
You always look as if you could do with some.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's better. Should we try again? smile's gone again. That's an improvement.
I can't believe I let this happen.
I'm sorry it was such an effort for you.
No, it wasn't. That's the trouble. If Dave could see me now.
Who the hell is Dave?
It was a long time ago.
Looking for me?
Yeah. I've just caught Kim poking around the office.
So?
She came out with some guff about the stud farm.
Well, don't you think she has a point? She's a partner, after all.
I thought the whole point of you taking over was to get shot of her.
Do you really think I'm so petty? Home Farm is a business proposition, plain and simple.
She's wangling her way back in, isn't she?
I think I should make something clear, Christopher. Both you and Kim are here to work.
I am a director of the company.
Well, then you should understand that we should all keep our private and professional lives quite separate. I told him. You see what I mean? Fun.
No, thank you. A tenner.
Sorry.
Betty, don't suppose you're interested?
Are you trying to be funny?
I can't give them away!
Yes, you can. I can use them as floor cloths.
Will you eckers lie?
Kathy, you thought any more about my idea?
You'll regret it, Kathy.
I'm talking to the organ grinder. Well,
I am prepared to let you open the wine bar earlier.
you won't regret it. I always said you had an acute brain.
Eric, there are just one or two conditions. Firstly, it's for a trial period only.
Fair enough.
Secondly, you make up for any loss of profits I incur.
Now, that's a lot better.
Thirdly, you have to help out with the early morning shift.
Me?
I want to get Alice ready for school in the mornings without rushing.
And I can have a little lie-in.
Eric, just one more thing.
Yes?
That fruit machine, I want it out. I can't keep the kids off it. If we're not careful, we're going to have the law onto us. Okay?
Hey, Eric. Just signed up for Terry's rugby team.
Bad luck, laddie. You're going to need all your energies here. I'm putting you on split shifts.
Whoa, we don't do split shifts. I do 6 while 11 at night.
Oh, well, I'm going to put you 6 while 11 in the morning, too. That way you'll be able to pay that fine you owe me a little bit quicker, won't you?
She won't be making any calls on it tonight.
Not tonight, no, not never.
Not never?
No, it's terminal.
You sure?
It's her own fault.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's been penny pinching.
Has she? What, not getting it serviced and that?
Oh, worse than that. She's been filling it full of cheap fuel. Well, not so much fuel as silt. You wouldn't credit it a woman of her intelligence.
Oh, I feel sick.
You'll know they're missing.
No, what? Because I've copied them.
15 quid, you say?
Yeah. Well, you're guaranteed to win 50, are you? You can't bet odds on that, Zach.
Why don't you do it then?
Well, I'm not that bright, am I?
Huh?
I mean, whereas you, no one's going to ask questions, are they?
Well, yeah, that's true. I'll give you 10.
Done.
Lisa? Have you got £10 for Roy?
What for?
He's sending his mum some flowers to cheer up a bit. I thought we could chip in.
Oh, isn't that nice? Here's 20 quid. Give her our love.
Thank you very much, Liz.
Whoa! Thanks, mate.
No. Thank you very much, mate.
Hey! Roy! There's no answers!
Yes, of course. Okay. Bye.
Hi, is Nick Probert in?
Do you have an appointment, Mr.
Steve Marchant. And this is James.
Oh, hello. Who's a lovely boy, then?
Nick and I are old colleagues.
Oh, well, he is very busy, but I'm sure he'll find time. Would you like to take a seat?
Thank you. Come on, mate.
Pint of Ephraim, please, Al.
Oh, I think somebody's dropped these on.
Where'd you get them?
back on the floor.
Did you read them?
No, I've just picked them up. What's on them anyway?
Nothing.
Must be important.
Are you sure you didn't read them?
Look, Al, I'm just told you I've picked them off at the floor. I think if they're that important, magic should be on the house, eh?
Yes, I suppose so.
You see, the whole engine is like that. Which gives women a bad name, treating a motor like that.
It wasn't her, it was me.
You?
Put cheap diesel in it.
Cheap? By the time you put this right, it'll be the dearest Philip you've ever had.
What's the capital of Sweden?
Copenhagen?
Who cares?
Stockholm? Is it Oslo?
Oh, I'm asking you.
Hey, never mind that. You should see what Paddy's done to Zoe's car.
Ah, ruined it, has he?
He's only filled it full of Duff diesel.
Which I bought off Zach.
Oh, Zach wouldn't be that daft.
What time is it now? Is Wally still open?
You didn't, did you? You never thought in the diesel out of that old tank?
Something better to waste it.
Oh, you get worse, Zachariah.
Well, look on the bright side. You got a nice little earner out of it.
I'm not going to tell Zoe I've wrecked a car.
From a great distance. Nice.
So where did you get to last night, then?
Mind your own business.
Don't worry, I'm not going to lecture you about seeing Chris Tate.
It wouldn't make any difference if you did.
So, are you sure that's what you want?
He took me down to London, if you must know. I went to see my mum's grave.
Why didn't you say?
Why? So you could put flowers on it. Pretend you cared.
Well, I mean, I know it must have been upsetting for you. I'd have gone with you if you'd asked.
Then I wouldn't have found out the truth.
About what?
Carol Tricoulia showed me where the grave is. That's right. Mum's best friend.
Oh, yeah? What'd she say about it, then?
I'll get back to work.
Kelly, we've got to talk about this.
See you, Maddie.
Hi. Could you remind Nick I'm still here?
I have left a message with his secretary.
I know, but would you try again? It's just that someone's getting restless.
Are we getting bored?
I think that's a yes.
The trials of being a single parent.
I'm not a single parent. It just feels that way sometimes.
I'll try again.
Thanks.
Hi, Wendy, it's reception again. Mr. Marchant's still waiting. Oh, hold on. Mr. Probert needs to know the purpose of your visit.
I'm a mate.
Mr. Marchant says he's a friend. I did say that before. I know he's very busy. Yes, we're still here. Right. I see. I'll tell him.
Should I go up?
I'm afraid he isn't going to be available today. His secretary suggests you write to him.
Right. But I'm here now in person.
Well, I have tried.
I get it. He's been listening to the jungle drums. Give him a message from me. Just tell him to be careful who he tramples on the way up. Because I'll be waiting for him on his way down. Oh, James. Oh, you okay? That's my boy.
So where do we go from here?
To the bar.
You know what I mean.
What do you think we should do?
Go off it. You're calling the shots.
You can always say no. Doesn't the idea of a relationship with no involvement appeal?
Doesn't sound like much of a relationship to me.
Well, you've obviously had the wrong kind.
Rod, you're my boss.
Well, that should give it an added frisson, surely. Where are you going?
I thought you were going to the pub.
I am. You're still working. Remember what I said to Chris? Don't mix the personal with the professional.
Oh, no. Hey, Marlon said you'd been sacked. No, he's having you on. Stuck up piece, isn't you?
Yeah.
Tell him I don't know how you stick it.
Well, it's a living.
But she treats you like muck, don't she?
You don't believe some of the stuff she gets up to, right?
Hi. I've put James to bed.
Thanks for doing dinner. Glad you had time to do those for the boys.
Nothing to do with me. I thought you'd start taking in washing.
If you don't pull your finger out and find work, we might have to.
That's what I've been trying to do.
And?
Let's get a drink.
We're out.
Brilliant.
Well, don't tell me how it went then, will you?
My reputation goes before me.
Meaning?
Finance is all about confidence, and apparently I don't inspire it. In other words, they won't touch me with a barge pole.
Well, you're not surprised, are you?
Thanks a lot. You're my wife. If you don't believe in me, how can I believe in myself?
Oh, come off it. Don't play the martyr. The day I became your wife, you were chatting half the population out of their money. Me included.
If that's the way you feel.
That's the way it is. I'll go and check on James.
So, how much did that interfering busybody Carol tell you?
Will you tell me your side of things? I'll let you know if I've really heard him.
All right. Before she died, things weren't too good between your mum and me.
I'm not surprised.
You wanted me to tell you.
How did she die?
She's knocked over by a car.
You could have told me that.
Well, I'm trying to tell you why I couldn't. I was having an affair.
Typical.
No, it's not typical. Not of me. I wasn't happy, and I met someone who I enjoyed being with more than your mum.
So you won't tell Anna?
No. We had you. I've never done nothing to hurt you. You're special, Kelly. You always have been. Anyway, she found out I was seeing somebody else. Well, it's worse, really. She caught us together. It's awful. She got hysterical.
You can't blame her.
She just ran out into the street. Chased after her, and just as I got to the door, I saw it. It's like in slow motion. I knew what was going to happen next. I yelled at her, and she looked back. And she never saw the car that hit her.
It was her, wasn't it? The other woman. It was Viv. My mum died because of Viv.